Hey everyone, this is another episode of This Is Us. I am Dee and this is my teammate.
Glen Silva, how are ya?
How is everyone? Good? Today we're going to talk about, the do's and don'ts of mortgage documents. So with every mortgage that we have, there's always on the commitment conditions that need to be fulfilled. And, time and time again, you'll get certain borrowers, they get annoyed on why we ask for documents from the lender. So, it's part of the process, especially verifying down payment. It's always going to be a condition when you're purchasing a home. They want to see where the funds are coming from.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. I think most clients think, I have the money. Well, one, the money can't come from a cash drawer under your bed.
Yeah.
Two, we need to have proof of funds and where that came from. If it was a gifted amount, we need to have a gift letter, either from the parents, the grandparents, immediate family that it came from. If it's from your own funds, we need to show proof of funds. Normally, a 90-day history of your bank statements.
Yeah.
Some will accept 30 days, but most banks they want that 90-day statement. So the importance of knowing or having that money ahead of time is very important when it comes to getting a mortgage. So you always want to prepare yourself for at least 3 months out prior to. So
yeah, and what's important on bank statements, you have to ensure that your name is there's account ownership on the bank statements along with the account number and the 30 or 90-day history of, and any large deposits also have to be followed up or backed up by an additional 30 to 90 days of those bank statements. So, I've had, time again where borrowers, especially first-time home buyers, I'll say, send me your bank statements, and they've sent me their bank statements, and every line is, they marked it out with black marker. Like, seriously, like every single line. And they'll circle, I have enough money there.
the one thing that we need to look at. Everything else is blacked out.
And then when you go back to them, I'm like, this is unacceptable. And they're like, but I don't want the bank to see what I bought. And I'm like, they don't care.
They don't care. We don't care.
We don't
even look at it.
No.
We just look at, okay, the money's there.
Yeah.
We look at the dates, and that's what they look at. They don't really want to see. They don't care if you were at the stag shop or if you were somewhere that we didn't want to see.
No,
right?
True.
So,
it's so true.
Another thing on the bank statements, screenshots don't work. I have been dealing with this the past 2 days. People are like thinking, okay, I got it on my phone. I'm going to screenshot it right away. Let's screenshot it, and then that should be good. No, they want to see the account number. They want to see account ownership. So screenshots don't work. We can try, but most institutions will say no.
No, you're right. And that's what we've become. We've become the screenshot generation, right? Everything's from the phone.
Yep.
So as long as you back it up, as if it shows an account number, at least provide a void check that has your name,
right,
which can match.
That's
and
right.
then we can at least,
that's right,
confirm it that way.
That's right.
Right?
Yep. I was up against that issue this morning, so I've requested, the proper documentation. Along with documentation, if we get everything up front, it works out in our favor, it works out in your favor. So your NOAs, your T1 generals, your T4s, your pay stubs, your job letters. If you know you're going to buy that house, you make that purchase, why not get that to the broker as fast as possible, or up front even, because it makes your life a lot easier. We don't have to chase you around. It makes our lives a lot easier, and it's a lot easier for the bank and to get a faster approval.
Yeah, and even on your NOAs, a lot of people will just send us a second page that shows how much they've earned. Lenders want all pages of your NOAs.
All 5 pages.
They're numbered. They want to see them all,
Correct.
because I don't know if you find that.
Yep.
They'll just send me like the first and the second page.
Yeah, I've had that many times.
Right,
Or they'll
but
take
the
a
lender
picture
always wants all
That's right.
pages.
That's right.
Right? Even you got to look at, your addresses on bank statements, T4s, your driver's license. There's been many times where they'll still show an address from like 5 years ago.
And they no longer live there anymore.
Live there anymore. People change their address.
Nothing matches here. So yeah, make sure your documentation, your IDs, they match where you live.
Yeah.
It's very important. Everything's kind of streamlined right down the river.
Yeah, and we're not trying to be annoying with people when we're asking for so many docs. There's so many times where the lender will have conditions listed on a commitment, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Can you get this now?" right? To make the whole process easier between us and the borrower, just provide them. We're going to guide you through with what we know is going to be acceptable, what's not going to be acceptable. We want to make it a smooth transition for on both sides. And, if you just work with us and just provide the stuff that we're asking for without arguing, without getting annoyed, I promise you, it's going to make it all the much better.
We try our best to do the legwork for you. In the long run, we do most of the work for you, but we do need that stuff from you because we can't just automatically assume what you make. We can't assume that you have this and this and this. No, we actually need documentation for the banks. They're almost like the government. They need everything. They want to see everything. They want to make sure that the $500,000 or $200,000, all that money they're lending you is going to be paid back, or you're a legitimate client that you can afford this. So have all your ducks in a row is what we're saying.
Yeah, but don't you find, like, when you're looking at someone else's bank statements, like when I look at my own bank statements, I could tell you 100%. I know everything. I know where this went from there, where it transferred from here to there.
Yep.
But when you're looking at someone else's bank statements, it's all foreign to you, because I can say to you, "Oh, Glenn, you transferred from here to here." You're going to know automatically, "Oh yeah, I transferred 2,000 to my wife."
If it's yours.
If it's yours, right? And that's what people have to understand. So we're looking at, when a third party is looking at your bank
They
statement,
don't understand it.
They don't have no clue.
You have to ask the question. So you see 10 grand going in. Where did that come from? What was that for?
Yeah.
Oh, it was the deposit I made on the purchase that didn't go through
Exactly.
last month. So the bank's
That
going to
happened
want
to
to
me
know.
last week, actually.
Same thing. It happened to me too.
Yeah.
And I knew exactly because I already knew that they had
Yeah.
an existing offer.
Yeah.
And so did the lender. So I just had to reiterate it. And then we were good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's touch on our lenders. Our lenders, the ones we work with. We work with, I think, 35 plus lenders now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we just opened the Costa group in the summer here at this location. So we kind of went off under our own umbrella, and we developed a lot of relationship with these lenders that we currently use. So you want to touch on any of the lenders or the specifics on what the importance is of having these lenders beyond us, as opposed to just having one bank to deal with?
Yeah. So, the beauty of being able to have access to just, not just your typical big box bank is that, we have lenders that, approve based on, what's going on in your life.
Yep.
Like, people do have struggles. People have hardships. There's times where, you've lost a job, or you went through a depression, or,
Maternity leave.
Yeah. And they can sympathize with that. So we have lenders that have common sense lending, that, this is the reason why, they may have struggled through this certain time but they're now back on track. They're not going to punish you because of that.
That's right. So we have lenders that look at lower credit scores, or lower income, or higher income, lower credit score, different situations. You might have some livestock on you on your property, which is a big no-no. So if you have
The donkey.
it's usually not going to work.
The mule.
So most of them will require an appraisal ahead of time to see the property, see the value, get the value out of the property to know what the house is worth. So we have outside the box thinking with some of the lenders that we do. So we have A, B, and we have our private lenders that as well, that'll kind of push the bar a little bit further.
And there's the credit unions.
Yeah, and the credit unions are great as well, a great
Yeah.
option. Some of them will go lower on the credit score. So yeah, we do have multiple lenders. We do have multiple lenders to fit your ideal situation.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our team. I think
Oh my God, our
team.
team's awesome.
We always talk about this. We have so much fun. We try to have fun in the day. I always come and say hi to you guys at the office, and they're like looking at me like, "What do you want?" Nothing. I just kind of wanted to say hi and have
we
a
know
chat.
you're just there to come steal our chocolate.
Well, yeah. If there's chocolate, I got to go up to the front, and I stop at your office to say hello and move on
No, but
with
we
my
really
day.
do. Like, it's, some of the videos that I post, like, I'll get comments. They're like, "Oh my God, you guys have the best team ever." My daughter's like, seriously, do you guys work? Oh yeah. So yesterday, we had, Zervain, who was our office manager, bring in a piece of, like wood board.
Yeah, like wood that you kind of
Yeah, that you like karate chop.
karate chop. So
So I was wearing, a fitted dress, so I couldn't use my
foot.
foot, because that would be another problem.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, But, I tried punching it with my fist, and after 2 attempts, it didn't work. But I posted that on my Instagram, and my daughter messages me. She's like, "What do you guys do at work? Like, what? You guys have so much fun."
Yeah, we try to make it fun.
And we have to, right?
Yeah. So she didn't break it, but she tried. I don't think it was the right wood. It wasn't anything she did wrong,
I'm
because I
determined
think
to
she
break
would have
the board.
smashed right through it.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
I think the thing is to focus, right, and then just follow through, right? I tried it. It didn't work for me either.
Yeah, no.
She lightened it up for me. So
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a great team here. We always have jokes, and
do.
we eat together sometimes, and it makes it. The team environment's huge. You can poke each other's brains for following some protocols with lenders, ask a quick question, and move on with your day. So it definitely helps in the long run, I think, having that team instead of being kind of that independent mortgage agent.
100%. And that's what I found, even what you hear from other mortgage agents and brokers is, yeah, you can get started in the industry, but if you don't have that team support, it's tough, right? Like you can get very
huge.
discouraged and just quit, right? Where here, at the Costa Group, that's our number one thing. And we're taught that right from the top that, anyone that becomes a part of this team, you help them. Yeah, we all have our own individual business, but we're also there to support, because we want everyone to be successful. We want everyone to be top producers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
We're not
no
in
one's ever a
competition.
bother.
Yeah,
No,
we're not in
that's the thing.
competition with each other. We're actually here for each other. We're actually here to help each other. And at the end of the day, I think teamwork escalates to success.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So,
Yeah.
anyways, I think we're off. I think that was enough time. Thanks for listening to This Is Us. We got Glenn Silva, and
Dee's Grow.
have a nice day.
Take care.